Hey, what is up, guys? Josh back here again with you today for another one, and this one that I have here today is one that I've been looking forward to for a little while now. It is one I mentioned just really previously in another recent video, a whiskey review, and this one today is going to be a Scotch whiskey review. It is Monkey Shoulder Batch 27 Smooth and Rich Blended Malt Scotch Whiskey. One that I've been eyeing for a while now. As you can see, I haven't opened it yet, so still has all the wrapping and everything on here that we'll take off right now and just kind of get right into it. For first time I've ever had it. Still kind of dipping my toes in the Scotch a little bit and everything here and there. Had a few of these sort of lower shelf ones. Kind of more the budget scotches that are kind of really, from what I've been told, they're kind of more beginners scotches, good for whiskey and cokes, etc., etc. This one is supposed to be fairly versatile. From what I've read about on the site, it is 3 blends of Speyside single malt scotches, married to achieve a smoother, richer taste. So it's a blend of 3 different single malt scotches. It is 43% alcohol by volume, which is about 90 proof, close to 90 proof. Probably 86 proof or something like that, I think. I'm pretty sure there's already plenty of. I was looking at a few of them earlier. There's plenty of reviews on this whiskey already out there. Go ahead and take the cap off, and has a nice little aesthetic kind of 3 monkeys on the cork and 3 monkeys there on the bottle itself. The short stubby bottle. Anyway, as I was saying, there's plenty of reviews for it already on YouTube if you just kind of go and look around. And everyone kind of tells you the backstory of how the whiskey gets its name, being the monkey shoulder injury from people that stir the malts and all that. I believe that it has some particular kinds of scotches in it. I think one I want to say is maybe Glenlivet, Lagavulin. I don't know. I'm not saying that it's definitely any of those, but I think there's some good single malt scotches that are in this blend. Well-known single malt scotches. Again, like, I've never had it before. I've kind of only dipped my toes in Scotch, but I've heard this one was really good. Also has some really good cocktail recipes on the website. So yeah, definitely wanted to give this one a try and try some of these. It's like I said, it's versatile. You can drink it straight. You can drink it over ice. It's supposed to be able to drink it straight over ice or with mixed drinks, cocktails, what have you. So I think it's like a bartender's favorite type of Scotch. So yeah, let's go right into it with the color, which is sort of a golden kind of honey color, as you can see. Not very dark, kind of light, but it looks like a kind of just a standard sort of orangish gold whiskey color, leaving some solid legs on the glass here, as you can see. So yeah, let's go right into the aroma on it, which I can already kind of smell a little bit just with it right down here. The aroma is actually really nice. It's fruity. Almost has sort of a wine kind of aroma that I'm kind of picking up. Sort of a white wine, white grapes kind of aroma. And some honey, some herbs, some kind of herbal kind of thing. Definitely kind of getting a nice malty sort of kind of thing going with it. It kind of like I get the same sort of smell with a nice malty ale or something like that. Maybe a little bit of apple. Yeah, it has a really nice smell, subtle and kind of really mellow, but really nice. You can pick out a number of different sort of aromas and everything in there, some different types of notes. So let's go ahead and go for a sip on this one. that white wine kind of flavor, that fruitiness doesn't come through as much on the palate, but you still get a nice sort of orangey zestiness, zesty kind of flavor. Okay, I get a little bit more of the white grape kind of thing on the front of the palate if I just kind of hold it there for a bit. Bit of cinnamon, not really a whole lot though. I mean, just a hint of it. Um, definite sort of malty flavor profile for sure. I couldn't tell you anything about the malts or anything like that, what I know about it or anything like that, but it's just a very malt forward whiskey. Um, Honey comes through too on the palate, on the back end of the palate. Fairly long finish. It's not quite like a long like definitive long finish, but a fairly long finish, almost kind of more medium long, something like that, verging on a long finish. But it's really nice. It just has a very herby kind of honey sort of flavor with the finish there. And the front, like I said, is very orange peel. Little now I'm getting sort of more that white sort of white wine grape kind of flavor. Good bit of honey though for sure. Let's go for one more and see if we can get anything else. A little bit of smokiness too, a little bit of sort of peaty kind of smokiness, which is kind of just inherent in a lot of different scotches. They have that sort of just smoky kind of flavor, kind of almost like not really burnt, but just kind of lightly smoky, which really does well. I mean, with that honey flavor and that sort of herby flavor, kind of herbal flavor. The smokiness, the light smokiness, kind of lends well to all of that, along with that sort of bright, sort of citrus kind of flavor. So, I mean, for a blended Scotch, it's really good. I've only had a few just straight single malts. I've had like Glenlivet 12. I think that might be Glenlivet 12, Glenfiddich. Uh, I can't recall which one I had of that. That was the Glenfiddich, whatever the green label, green one is. I can't recall right now, but I've had a couple of those, and they're definitely fuller flavored. But this is a really nice, mellow, drinkable Scotch for sure. And I've heard it's like a good starter Scotch for people who are not really familiar with it. If you like bourbon, you might kind of find yourself liking this Scotch. If you like Irish whiskey, particularly Jameson, you might find some familiar notes in this whiskey and a few new ones if you're into either of those two styles of whiskey. For me, I really like it. The mouthfeel is fairly light, so it's kind of a nice sipping type of Scotch. Might do well some ice. I'd be a little worried that it would water things down a little bit too much, but straight, it's really good. With maybe some water, it might be okay, but again, I'd be worried it's going to start watering things down a bit. And it's only, again, it's only 43% alcohol, so it's just a tad bit stronger than just any sort of regular proofed spirit. But I think this would do really well in cocktails for sure. I might try. I'm a big fan of old fashions, whether it be bourbon or rye or rum makes some pretty good old fashions. I think this would be a nice to try Scotch old fashioned instead of the bourbon or anything like that. But yeah, I'm willing to. I'm interested in trying some different cocktails and recipes like that with this one too. So yeah, I really do enjoy it. Actually, it has a really nice flavor to it, really mellow flavor. Really, it just has that sort of characteristic that kind of would tell you that it's a great sort of go-to Scotch to have. So I would highly recommend it if you were trying to get into Scotch, or if you're just a Scotch fan already, haven't tried it, looking for something that's a little bit, on the more affordable side of things, while still being good and flavorful. I got this for $33 after tax. It was about 38. I have like a 20% discount, so with that it was like 33. at least the store that I work at. But I think you can, on average, it's around 33 that you can find it. So yeah, would recommend picking it up if you see it. Monkey Shoulder. I'm not really sure what the distillery, distilled, natured, and bottled in Scotland. William Grant and Sons Limited, family-owned companies. Would definitely recommend checking out their Monkey Shoulder blended Scotch whiskey. And until next time, guys, thank you for watching.